Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to a special edition unboxing of Stitching at Downton. This is a Black Needle Society box, and it'll go with the digital retreat that is Wednesday to Sunday, April 9th through 13th. So, isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful box. So let's check it out. I did take the spoiler card out. And this will be Downton Abbey Seasons 1 and 2. This retreat replaces the Gilmore Girls retreat because they did 4 of those and that finished it up. So yeah, so let's see what we got here. I'll start with this. This is on top. It's Gwen's typewriter. It's from Lady Dot Creates, and it's a beeswax typewriter. So some people wax their floss all the time. If a floss is giving me a whole lot of trouble, then I will wax it. If it's like knotting a lot or whatever, but I don't usually, or I don't often wax. So that's pretty cute. Oh, and it's gonna make me sneeze. Sorry. And I think I'm gonna have to put my glasses on because the printing's kind of teeny. But they got it all onto one card, which is very nice. Let's see. Okay, Gwen's typewriter waxer, made by Lady Dot Creates. Gwen has great ambitions to leave service to become a secretary, and with Lady Sybil's help and some practice, it might just happen. Anna may want to use some of this wax to stuff her ears while her roommate taps the keys. You can use it to lightly coat your thread before stitching so it lays nicely and you avoid knots. Very, very cute. And it's a nice size one too. That's actually pretty big. That's bigger than some of them I've seen. All right. I'm guessing this is floss. That's my guess. And I am correct. Okay. We have coloring cotton. I've got the box on my lap, that's why I'm having issues here. So we have Turkish Ambassador Found Dead. These are all special editions. Titanic Disaster. So it's got that little bit of blue to it. GB declares war on Germany. Great Britain, obviously. And Spanish flu spreads across Europe. So, there are the 4 colors. Very pretty. And they are all coloring cotton. And the Headlines Thread Pack. We've gathered some of the splashiest headlines from seasons 1 and 2 of Downton Abbey to inspire this year's thread set. Then we've got, Lord Grantham's Custom Blend, made with black tea, orange, natural bergamot, blue cornflowers, toasted mate, and natural cream flavor. I'm not sure what toasted mate is. Contains high levels of caffeine. Oh, there are some days I need that. So, TTT, where's the tea? Lord Grantham's tea blend, made by Adagio Teas. Mrs. Bates certainly has some cheek to show up, sip some tea, and demand Mr. Bates leave Downton. Although, from what she said, it sounds like Lord Grantham keeps a fairly delicious blend of tea around. Have a cup while you sit back and watch the drama unfold. Looking forward to trying that. I will not try it tonight. It's too late. Okay, and we have our Downton Abbey exclusive needle minder. You don't have to rip it if you don't want to. It's just as easy to unzip it because they don't seal the top. Okay, we've got a cameo. And it says in small print, "What is a weekend?" So, what is a weekend? Needle minder, artwork by the Black Needle Society. There are plenty of hours in the day, and there's always the weekend to get your stitching done, though Granny may need a bit of an explanation as to what you're referring to. We've designed this cameo-inspired needle minder in her honor. Okay. From Mrs. Patmore's Kitchen. On the back it says, "What the eye doesn't see, the heart won't grieve over." Okay, so it's, I guess it'll be recipe cards. That'll go in. So, from Mrs. Patmore's Kitchen Recipe Binder, artwork by Heather Gretton Art. Who wants to cook with like Mrs. Patmore? Keep all of your best recipes in this recipe binder, inspired by the busy Downton cook herself and her favorite kitchen maid Daisy. So, I'm thinking, yep, here are the recipe cards, and I'll read, then I'll pull them apart. Downton Abbey Recipe Cards, Set 1, made by the Black Needle Society. Want to try a taste of Downton Abbey during the retreat? While we couldn't send you your own private Mrs. Patmore, we did come up with 12 recipes inspired by the events and kitchens at Downton Abbey in seasons 1 and 2. So the top one, let's see where my scissors go. Maybe my scissors too. There we go. The top one, Shooting Party, Parkin Cake and Punch. Parkin. Christmas Pudding. Kedgeree. It's got salmon in it. Salmon, rice, chicken stock, hard-boiled eggs. Daisy's Cheese Soufflés, Parmesan straws, so a nice cheese straw recipe. Roast chicken. Servants' Hall beef stew. Oh, I wish I had had this last week for St. Patrick's Day. Madeline's, which is a cookie. Tea sandwiches. So you've got a choice of cucumber or smoked salmon and dill or radish and herbed butter. Do cucumber with the herbed. Lady Sybil's Madeira cake. Oh, it's got applesauce in it. And yogurt. Interesting. Raspberry meringue. So I'm assuming, yeah, you make meringues and put the raspberry in it. And then crepe Suzette. So sounds good. I'll put that with the recipe book. Sounds exciting. Okay. And this is, okay, this is O'Brien's Regret Amber Breeze soap. Oh my, it's sparkly. Look at that. It's not a, it smells like soap. It's not a very perfumey scent. It smells very clean. That's where I'm going for. It smells like soap. Okay, so O'Brien's Regret soap, curated by the Black Needle Society. O'Brien's heard whisperings of Lady Grantham's hunt for a new lady's maid, and she's feeling more than a little vindictive. Check beside your bathtubs to make sure a piece of this bar doesn't send you tumbling in the bathtub like it did Cora. Dun, dun, dun. Don't remember that part. I've got to start watching it again. It's been a while since I've watched them all. So we've got some very fancy Downton Village Flower Show scissors. So I'm going to show you them both ways. That way and that way. Let's see, scissors. Downton Village Flower Show scissors, curated by the Black Needle Society. We hear Mr. Mosley has some exceptionally beautiful roses at this year's flower show. Though, as Cousin Isabel likes to remind us, it's a shame that the judges feel obligated to award the Grantham Cup to the Dowager each year instead of the true winner of the event. Maybe Mr. Mosley can use these scissors to prune what should be his winning rose bushes. And then we've got, even a butler has his favorites, m'lady. So that's a floss winder. Where is it? Carson's Butler Stick Thread Winder, made by NTSD Gaming. Carson doesn't hide that Lady Mary is his favorite member of the Grantham family. While the butler stick Carson uses to set the table is to precise measurements, is probably longer than 12 inches, we felt this was an appropriate size to send for a thread winder. Meow. Chris just came in. And then we've got a little bag. Not sure what's inside. Oh, this is the zipper pull. It says, put that in your pipe and smoke it. So, put that in your pipe and zipper pull, artwork by the Black Needle Society. Granny told Mary to take Matthew when she had the chance, despite what Cousin Isabel may believe. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, as Gran would say. Okay. Getting near the bottom. Alright, I'm just going to double check things. Needle minder, thread pack, zipper pull, minder, waxer, T. Scissors. Okay, so we have the Servant's Ball Project Bag, artwork by Ellie Goldwine Art. It's the annual Servants' Ball, and the staff and family have come together for a night of dancing. Thomas has claimed the Dowager Countess as his prize, but Matthew may have him beat as he's taking Mary for a turn around the room. We got a whole set of these project bags at Christmas time in the nice list box. So they're good for smaller projects, though I don't, and it's 6x6 would fit in here, but I don't think an 8x8 would. Cue snap. Alrighty, then we've got our fabric. This is by Laura's Fabrics. I got a 32 count Lugana, and it does not say. Let's see if it says on the card. The Dowager's Hat cross-stitch fabric, dyed by Laura's Fabrics. One of the most iconic pieces of costuming from the Downton series has to be the Dowager's purple cotton ball hat. We asked Laura to create inspired by the bold fashion piece. So very pretty. And lastly, our pattern. I am a custodian. Part 1 pattern. Okay. This is designed by the Black Needle Society. This is the first part of 4 patterns inspired by Downton Abbey. This first piece was designed so it could stand alone. However, it is intended to be part of a larger design. It features Downton Abbey itself, as well as a bell from the servants' hall and a quote from Lord Grantham. I like the idea that we are all custodians of this earth, and that this quote also summed up the entire series. And the quote is, "I am a custodian, my dear, not an owner. I must strive to be worthy of the task I have been set." So, there's the servants' bell. Of course, Downton Abbey itself. And she's got it set up so that you can see how much room you need around it for the other parts. It's 131 by 132, the pattern itself. And she did it, the model was stitched on 32 count cream puff linen from Color and Cotton. So yeah, so there it is. So like I said, the retreat itself, it's a digital retreat. It's not until April, so we've got 2 more weeks. 2 from tomorrow? Yeah. 2 from tomorrow. Today is March 25th, Tuesday. It starts on Wednesday the 9th. So yeah. So lots of beautiful things in this box. I do plan to be on most of the retreat. I may not be on all of it like I had planned originally, but we will see what happens over the next couple of weeks. So I hope you're having a good day, a good week, and I will see you next week for my regularly scheduled +2. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.